All right, Schlockmeister fans, we're going to watch something from the early 80s. What the hell is this? Purple Haze. Let's check it out.
I shall not see, and I will not accept the nomination of my party for another term as your president. Thank
you. Anyway, they're smoking pot and celebrating no more Nick, no more Johnson. But this nerdy guy is going to call the police on them. And this is going to get them expelled from Princeton.
Oh, shit.
So Matt Caulfield is coming home after being booted from college. Dad's not impressed.
I thought you told me at Christmas you're gonna get a haircut.
No, you told me.
You look like a goddamn girl.
No, I'm not.
This girl's mad that he blew his scholarship.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm confused. What about all our plans, our future?
What's going on?
They shot Bobby Kennedy.
At this time, it is understood that Senator Kennedy is still conscious.
What are you doing here?
This girl's dancing with somebody else.
And you said you were going to call. I'm here with somebody else.
I guess she's moving on quickly. He hooks up with this guy Jeff we went to high school with, and they're both high on acid. And the cops are coming. And somehow they got away. Cop is fine, by the way. Then they go to a party, he meets a girl, and he gets lucky.
Oh my God. Don't bother bringing it upstairs. Just put the rest of your stuff in and get the hell out of here. You don't belong here. We're not your kind of people, so just go and make everyone happy.
Who was it?
He brings his sister home.
Why don't you go up and deal with her now? Are you still here? Yeah, I'm still here. Why?
Mom's having a hard time with it all.
I'm sorry everything's such a mess for you and Phoebe at home right now, but I'm different. I've changed. He doesn't like it and can't deal with it.
He attends an anti-war conference.
War is escalating right now, in spite of what LBJ says to you. In spite of this pretended de-escalation of bombing with no more above the 20th parallel. In fact, the number of bombing missions is increasing every week. In fact.
What the hell am I gonna do?
His buddy Jeff gets drafted.
Tell him, all you gotta do is go back to that shrink you were seeing. You convince him that you're the last person in the world he wanted to fit in the good old US of A. He writes you a letter, you're out. Automatic 4F, unfit for military service of any kind.
He and Jeff have a scuffle at the bowling alley with some people, which leads to a fight in the parking lot. Didn't realize that Jeff has some health issues, but he's more or less okay.
Remember, I couldn't even do it at the academy. I always went home smelling like a dirty sock.
And he gets on the bus off to Vietnam, or boot camp. He's serious.
Looks good. Now, don't get all excited. It's not what you think. I joined the Army. I'm leaving in a couple days.
Promise you'd be there.
His sister Phoebe's not pleased.
Sorry, Phoebe, I didn't know what else to do. Please, try and
I
understand.
don't want to understand.
Jeff needs me. He can't do it alone.
I don't care about Jeff. What about me? I need you.
But he's got some bad news.
Jeff's dead. Fucking heart attack.
Jeff's funeral.
Everything he does has a plan,
He's talking about God.
even if we can't understand it.
It's enlistment day.
Your posture in a straight, upright position. Your left hand and left arm held loosely at your side and not in your pocket.
I don't think Matt's fully on board with this.
Your right hand.
I know this isn't easy for you, son. I'm proud of you. Listen, I better go.
It's rough almost immediately from the get-go. No radios on the bus, apparently. But he has a plan to get off. And away he goes. All right, let's talk about Purple Haze. Now, this is a movie that actually did show up on cable television back when I was a kid. I never saw it, but I remember seeing the name of it in the cable guides at that time. Had no interest in it, but came across this movie in the very, very late 90s, early 2000s. I picked it up from a place called Video Search of Miami. They were a place that used to sell, for lack of a better term, bootleg VHS tapes of movies that you couldn't get anywhere. This is one of them. Never been released on VHS, never been released on DVD anywhere in the world as far as I know. My guess is it's because of soundtrack problems. There is an awesome soundtrack on here featuring, obviously, Jimi Hendrix. Actually, there's 4 Jimi Hendrix songs, including Are You Experienced, my personal favorite Jimi Hendrix song, but I digress. Cream is on here, Sly and the Family Stone, Steppenwolf, The Youngbloods. It's a great, great soundtrack featuring late 60s stuff. So that's probably why it's not available. So anyway, the movie was filmed in Minnesota by a director who also directed Patty Rocks, a movie that I reviewed a couple years ago on this channel. Kind of a small, I guess, independent film, maybe. I'm not sure if it's independent or not, but a cast of virtually nobody, and it's very well done. It's about, it takes place in 1968. Vietnam War is raging. Our main character, Matt, gets kicked out of Princeton, loses his scholarship because he was caught smoking pot in the dorm with some other roommates of his. Comes back home. His dad's not very receptive to him. He's got the long hair. He looks like the hippie. Just got kicked out of school. His dad basically kicks him out of the house too. So he bums around from place to place. Teams up with this guy named Jeff who used to go to high school with. They party, drop acid, get chased by the cops, don't get caught, get into a fight at a bowling alley. Jeff ultimately gets drafted into the Vietnam War, but he's got some health issues. And Matt was really close to him at this point. They got really close. He's like, you know what? Save a spot for me. I'm coming too. So he decides to join the Army himself. Very unusual for 1968 during the Vietnam War for somebody to voluntarily join the Army. But he did. He wanted to team up with his buddy Jeff and find him again. Guess they were close. But anyway, Jeff dies of a heart attack a couple days later. And nonetheless, Matt decides to go through with it. Much to the chagrin of his sister Phoebe, who wasn't approved. Did not approve of it. His parents seem to approve of it though, but they're going to miss somebody. Anyway, he signs in, he enlists, he gets on the bus, but while he's on the bus, he has a complete freak out, change of heart, and decides, I can't go through with this. A little too late at this point, Matt, but whatever. He takes his belt, chokes the bus driver, makes him pull over, jumps out of the bus, and then takes off running through a field somewhere. And that's how our movie ends, while Jimi Hendrix's Star Spangled Banner started to play. So anyway, that's Purple Haze. Like I said, it's a really cool movie. It's so hard to find, to get a hold of, though. I couldn't find it streaming anywhere. It's not on YouTube. Again, it's probably because of these songs. If you try to post it on YouTube, it'd probably get knocked off because of the copyrights on the songs themselves. So, but anyway, yeah, if you can find this movie, it's a pretty darn good film. This is a DVD, or I should say DVD-R of a copy from a VHS tape with some homemade box art there. I actually did not do this one. This one was actually picked up for me, but like I said, I do have the VHS tape of it as well. But anyway, that's it, Purple Haze. If you can find it, watch it. It's a really cool movie. That's about it. A couple of brief nude scenes, but Powerful stuff. Check it out. Leave some comments. Watch it. Bye.